in the Kennedy Center's Office of VSA and Accessibility. This performance is being presented by the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts' Rosemary Kennedy Education Fund for the Artist on Stage Initiative and the Kennedy Center's Department of VSA and Accessibility. Tonight's show features Canadian singer-songwriter Justin Hines. Justin, who has Larson syndrome, has performed all over the world, including at the Vancouver and Beijing Olympics. Justin Hines is also a proud ambassador for the 2012 Hours Against Hate Walk a Mile campaign, which launched on June 27th as the opening to the London 2012 Games. We have with us tonight a representative from the United States Department of State to speak briefly about the Hours Against Hate campaign. Please join me in welcoming Special Advisor for International Disability Rights, Judy Heumann.
Good evening. My name is Judy Heumann, and I'm the Special Advisor for International Disability Rights at the U.S. Department of State. I want to thank Justin Hines for his kind invitation to attend tonight's concert and talk a bit about the 2012 Hours Against Hate campaign. I'd also like to thank the Kennedy Center, Department on Accessibility, and VSA for ensuring that the inspiration and power of the performing arts are truly open and accessible to all. I'm joined here this evening by my colleagues Farah Pundit, Special Representative to Muslim Communities, and Hannah Rosenthal, Special Envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism. 2 years ago, Farah and Hannah initiated a very creative campaign called the Hours Against Hate, and they both have been tireless in their efforts to spread the word in their travels around the world. 2012 Hours Against Hate has evolved into a global community and social media-based campaign to promote tolerance and mutual understanding and to combat hate. The goal of the campaign is to stop bigotry and promote respect across lines of culture, religion, tradition, class, disability, and gender. Using social media, this virtual campaign asks each one of you to volunteer your time for someone who does not look like you, live like you, love like you, or pray like you. 2012 Hours Against Hate is an opportunity to work together to build a stronger, more tolerant world, 1 hour at a time. I'm pleased that the 2012 Hours Against Hate is also an official part of the 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games. Sport, like music, is a powerful tool to connect people and communities and to foster understanding. Hate, as we all know, damages lives and communities. It leaves people marginalized and excluded, and deprives us all of the best that people have to offer to our societies around the world. For the 1 billion disabled people around the world, hatred is an all too common experience. It can take many forms, including verbal or physical abuse, being denied a job or education because of one's disability, being shut out of public spaces, including arts programming, because of physical or communication barriers, and being shunned or ignored by those who are simply afraid of people who do not look, sound, move, think, or act like them. That is why I'm pleased to be able to join Justin, Farah, Hannah, and thousands of other people around the world in this campaign. There will be more information in the programs that you've received, so please look it over. Everyone in this room must contribute an hour to ending hate and building societies where we are all valued and respected for who we are. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce tonight's performer, Canadian singer-songwriter Justin Hines.
Hello? Sweet and nothings that couldn't last. They were bound to feel like the colors of the past. And all them sorrows, yeah, they kill my flow. But like a lighthouse to sailors, yeah, show where to go. For it's the music that brings me to my feet. Yeah, the no thought that brings me to tears. 'Cause I find I can hide under the comfort of your wings. For it's you that brings me to my knees. Brings me to my knees. And hey, sweet ocean, you're a friend of mine. Well, I can feel you around me when the rhythm meets my rhyme. And this old conscience, no, it's never bare, but I don't wanna know where I'd be if I didn't love and I didn't care. It's the music that brings me to my feet. And an old thought that brings me to tears. 'Cause I find I can hide under the comfort of your wings. For it's you that brings me to my knees. Hey! And I'm settled, never knowing. And though I can change with a shifting, it's high. And by your lead I can find my soul is in the hills. So to your words I'll abide. Yeah, I'll abide. Oh yeah. So hang on, good faith, we'll have our chance. And when the time is right, I know you'll show me how to dance. Hey, sweet Savior, Lord, I'm in your hands. Well, I'm just a fortunate one who's seeing through your plans. 'Cause it's the music that brings me to my feet. And an old thought that brings me to tears. Alright, 'cause I find I can hide under the comfort of your wings. For it's you that brings me to my knees. Yeah, for it's you that brings me to my knees. Oh, for it's you, yeah, that brings me to my knees. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you. So, I have to ask, how is everybody? Awesome. Well, guys, can't thank you enough for joining us here. I know it's been kind of a rough go for this area for the last little while. We're from Toronto, Canada, but when we got here, we sort of heard about all the challenges that a lot of folks are facing right now. So, you know, it's an honor to be here during this time to hopefully help everybody lift their spirits and get ready for tomorrow and celebrate with you all. So we're really excited to be here, and we're thankful for our friends at the Department of State being here and the Canadian Embassy and the Hours Against Hate campaign. It's a beautiful thing, and I really hope you guys have a chance to check it out and what it's all about. It's obviously something that's very close to my heart for obvious reasons that I'll let you guess and try to figure out. But anyway, it's a beautiful thing. So we actually, in Canada, about a year ago, like the rest of the world, heard about the story of Joplin, Missouri. Obviously, I'm sure most of you have heard this story where horrible disaster hit that beautiful little town. But there was something very inspiring that came out of it, and it was the spirit of people and community and what we're able to achieve as a powerful community. And something happened along the way where people just started inspiring each other, and people from all over the world were coming to help this town rebuild. And it was one of the most beautiful things we'd ever heard about in the news. And it was very exciting that something like this, a seemingly very tragic situation, was turned into something meaningful and something positive, and something that people could find hope in, encouragement, and a beautiful story. And so we're excited that we were a little bit a part of the journey as we got to film a music video as all this was going down, to hopefully capture the spirit of this amazing community. And we did it for a song called Tell Me I'm Wrong. If I ever lose my sense of pride and turn my back on all I've known, if I ever feel I'm falling behind, oh, show me just how far I've grown. 'Cause in a cautious state of mind, I can only walk alone, ever searching just to find my way home, my way home. Tell me I've fallen, tell me I'm done, tell me I'm wrapped inside your love, tell me I'm bleeding, tell me I'm lost, but tell me I'm wrong. If I ever lose my place in time, well, I can't say I never will, for I may never fall in a line. Oh, but darling, can you love me still? 'Cause in this cautious state of mind, I have only walked alone, ever searching just to find my way home, my way home. Tell me I've fallen, tell me I'm done, tell me I'm wrapped inside your love, tell me I'm bleeding, tell me I'm lost, but tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I've fallen, tell me I'm done, tell me I'm wrapped inside your love, tell me I'm bleeding, tell me I'm lost, or tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm falling, tell me I'm done, tell me I'm wrapped inside your love, tell me I'm bleeding, tell me I'm lost, but tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm bleeding, tell me I'm lost, but tell me I'm wrong. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, everybody. So we all have that moment where we have to say goodbye to somebody who perhaps is about to embark on a life-changing journey. And sometimes in those moments we don't really know what to say. It's kind of hard to find words. But sometimes all we can do is simply just wish them well. So this song I wrote for a friend of mine called Wish You Well. No, darling, I can't take your thirst away, but I can show you to the sea. While you're walking on your path unknown, said, will you think of me? Well, time will tell, and I wish you well. Oh, I wish you well. Too many times I've seen those ghosts before. Well, I've watched them dance around your bed, but I would give you all of my sleep-filled nights just to see you get some rest. But it's not my place to try and fill that space, but I can wish you well. Oh, wish you well. And in times like this, I tend to ponder on the things we'll miss. We can always reminisce when you come back from the great beyond, with moonlight in your hair. I will meet you where that dark road ends, and it won't be long until we're there. And once again, we'll talk about way back when. Oh, but until then, well, I wish you well. Oh, I wish you well. And I wish you well. Oh, I wish you well. Oh, yeah, and I wish you well. Oh, I wish you well. Thanks so much, everybody. Okay, I promise we'll try to pick it up right now. Just a hair. Send a message to the raging winds when the world has left you cold again, that for every battle not yet won, there is virtue to be found in the sun. You'll come around, and you'll come around, baby, yeah. And you can almost hearing those voices now, that we're ready to be free somehow. For the troubled reasons that come on strong, but fear not, my brothers, for they won't last long. Now come around, now come around, people, yeah. Oh, now come around. Oh, now come around, round, round. And if we care when we cry, then I tell you now, we'll find higher ground. Oh, and I'm singing out to the ones who are left behind to come around. Oh, now come around. Send a message to the raging winds that your heart is ready for love again. 'Cause for every battle not yet won, we will find our virtue fighting it in the sun. Now come around. Now come around, people, yeah. Oh, now come around. Oh, now come around, round, round. Oh, now come around. Oh, now come around, people, yeah. Oh, now come around. Oh, now come around, round, round. Thanks so much. Thanks. Actually, just a little bit of a heads up. That is about as much choreography as I tend to do up here. That's a bad joke. I don't know why I tell that one, actually. Please forgive me. I love music, but I guess part of me always wanted to be a sit-down, stand-up. No? No? Okay. 0 for 2. So, we're so blessed in this life. Hopefully we all have a chance to have a friend that we can look back on our lives and say, wow, that was a great time I had with that person. Hopefully they've meant, something really important to us, and that they've, shared a lot of memories, shared a lot of laughs, shared some tears perhaps. It's a beautiful thing, and I know, unfortunately sometimes life can tear us away for whatever reason from people we love, and life happens, right? But hopefully we can sort of cling on to those memories and appreciate what those people have done for us. So this is a song sort of touching on that called Never After. I'd like to ride with you on a southbound train. We could talk for hours and head away that no one knows our name. Get to know just who we are, and we could try to figure out what we've been through, and wonder if we'll ever settle down. If you kissed me right then, what would I do? Well, don't be surprised if I don't hang around or put a ring upon your hand. Don't want eternity to hold me down. I'm just looking for a friend. I'd like to fly with you on a midnight plane. We could see forever, celebrate the coming of our age, spend time for all it's worth. 'Cause I'm living all the dreams of my youth. But I'm old enough to know it's not my time. Say, but if we fell in love, what would I do? Well, don't be surprised if I don't hang around or put a ring upon your hand to want eternity to hold me down. I'm just looking for a friend. And with my conscience calling, grace I'm falling. If I give in to this feeling, it's got me reeling. Don't know what state of mind I'm in, but I'll take your joy, take your pain, take your heart and give it back again. It's not alright, no. But can I think of you when I'm all alone? Yes, it would mean the world. 'Cause you'll be near wherever I may roam. But I can't give you any more. 'Cause the train may never leave our city walls, and that plane might never see the light of day. But if you need my time, you just call. Don't be surprised if I don't hang around or put a ring upon your hand to want eternity to hold me down. I'm just looking for a friend. No, I don't want eternity to hold me down. I'm just looking for a friend. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Everybody feeling okay still? Everybody good? Not too hot? Everybody's okay? All right, good news. Good news. Well, I'm obligated to mention that we'll actually be hanging out. Well, we're all in a lobby, I guess, aren't we? But we'll be in that part of the lobby, back there, and there's CDs and stuff. Sorry, I'm a horrible self-promoter, but there's CDs back there and stuff. So, but more importantly, we're hanging out and we'd love to talk with you guys. If anybody wants to stop and say hi. Just saying, just throwing it out there. All right. Momentarily, I'm never on the run. And momentarily, I'm back where I come from. And I'd once again I'd lay my head down on the bed that I had left unmade. 'Cause momentarily I'm home sweet home. And momentarily I'm not letting you down. And momentarily my actions make you proud. And I'd find a way and to go back and say my sorries for the things I left undone. 'Cause momentarily I'm in your arms. You offered me that chance. Oh, but I had other plans. So now it's back to chasing daydreams, just like when I first started. Momentarily, we're careless and we're free. And momentarily, this moment's all we need. And I take you down into the place I found, where all the writing's off the wall. And momentarily I have it all. Yeah, and I take you down to the place I found, where all the writing's off the wall. 'Cause momentarily I have it all. But just momentarily. Thanks so much. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks. That's very kind. Thank you. I would actually love to take a moment here and introduce these amazing musicians who I get to share the stage with tonight. And it's very inspiring, actually, being on a stage with amazing musicians. I feel be kind of awkward and not very good if I just sort of drove out here by myself and just kind of started singing in front of a mic. So I'm so fortunate that these are the people I get to play music with, and it's just awesome. So I'm going to actually start here with our wonderful string quartet. We have Luke and Mari, who are on the violins tonight. Christine is with us on cello. And Bryce on viola. Thanks, guys. Amazing. And to my right, actually, this gentleman and I have been making music together for 7 or 8 years now, and he's kind of like my partner in musical crime, as I would say. And and he's just actually growing up, I always wanted to play guitar, and I took up piano because I had some limitations with the whole guitar thing. So I took up piano. However, I feel like this man in many ways is kind of like the hands I wish I had in playing guitar, and he speaks in what he does, and it's just an honor to play music with Justin Abbott on a regular basis. And actually, speaking of amazing musicians, I'm always reminded of this story I'd like to sort of tell, so bear with me. But we were in Toronto. Our home is just about an hour and a half northwest of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And any Canadians here by any chance? Probably not. Yes, Canadian Embassy, yes, and some others. Yay! But, so anyway, I digress. But, so we were actually kind of strolling down the streets of Toronto, and we happened to glance over at the street corner adjacent to us, so that way. And looked over, and we saw this gentleman who was playing his guitar, and he was singing. And from our vantage point, it looked like he had been through some stuff. He looked like he had lived a million lives, but he was so lost in what he was doing. He was playing his guitar, and he was singing away, and he just seemed completely taken away in the music that he was making. And from our vantage point, we actually didn't see like a hat or a guitar case or anything like that, just this wonderful gentleman playing his music. And what was inspiring about it is that he was kind of playing like nobody was listening. He was just simply playing, and it was beautiful, and he was just so lost in his passion, and I always find that very inspiring. And when I see that in somebody that's just kind of lost in what they're doing, and they're completely submersed in that moment, it's a beautiful thing. And I never forgot this gentleman. And I grew up listening to a lot of folk music. And even though I play piano, I still like to write a lot of songs as if they were, old guitar folk songs. So I wrote this song with this gentleman in mind, and called it The Troubadour. And kindly put your coins away. Well, I'm not here for financial gain. This music sounds the sweetest to me when from the heart and played for free. Well, this old curve, it ain't so bad, and this guitar's the best friend I ever had. And I try to sing of truth, so would you lend an ear if I sang to you? Oh, if I sang to you. And what I've seen and where I've been is written in the lines upon my skin. People stare and then they go, and what they think of me, I think I know. But this old curve, it ain't so bad, and this guitar's the best friend I ever had. And I try to sing of truth, so would you lend an ear if I sang to you? Oh, if I sang to you. And I'd sing la-di-da-di-da, di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, di-da-di-da. Well, I know no fortune or no fame. My own family barely knows my name. And you can bury me beneath the trees, but I'll keep playing here till I can't breathe. And this old curve, it ain't so bad, and this guitar's the best friend I ever had. And I try to sing of truth, so would you lend an ear if I sang to you? Oh, if I sang to you. If I sang to you. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. There's been some amazing singer-songwriters that have come across this planet, and I'm really inspired, and I really love the singers and songwriters from the 60s and 70s, so people like Cat Stevens and James Taylor and Carole King and all these people that were telling amazing stories in their songs, and I always wanted to be one of those storytelling people, and I knew like the whole pop, choreography, big vocals, flashy outfits, I knew that wouldn't really be my future. So I'm really glad that there was this other avenue of music that I could kind of pursue, and these people were just just playing their songs and singing them, and like I said, just telling amazing, amazing stories. And I'm really thankful that my dad and my mom love that kind of music, and brought me up with it, and it was just always in the house. My dad's actually a great guitarist, and he played this song called "I've Got a Name," and he played it for me all the time. He played himself, and he'd play the original song, which was done by a guy named Jim Croce. Any Jim Croce fans, by any chance? A few? Excellent. Good, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's just such a beautiful song, and it's so uplifting, and every time I heard it as a kid, I gotta be honest, I didn't really know what the lyrics meant. Something about a whippoorwill and other things I hadn't heard of at 7, but I just knew that it made me feel good, and it made a lot of other people feel good. And I think we've probably played this song hundreds and hundreds of times now, and I still kind of reminisce of my childhood, my dad playing, and me being a little rugrat. Anyway, it's good memories, and I love this song, I've Got a Name. Like the pine trees lining the winding road, well, I've got a name, well, I've got a name. Like the singing bird, the croaking toad, well, I've got a name, I've got a name. And I carry it with me like my daddy did, but I'm living the dreams that he kept here. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Like the north wind whistling down the sky, well, I've got a song, well, I've got a song. Like the whippoorwill or the babies cry, well, I've got a song, I've got a song. And I carry it with me, and I sing it loud. Whatever gets me nowhere, I go there proud. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, I'm moving ahead so life won't pass me by. And I'm gonna go there free, like the fool I am, and I'll always be. I've got a dream, well, I've got a dream. They can change their minds, they can't change me, 'cause I've got a dream, oh, I've got a dream. And I know I can share it if you want me to, and if you're going my way, then I'll go with you. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, everybody. Well, this has been an absolute treat and an absolute honor, and we are so honored that everybody came out here tonight. That's well, you actually have no idea what it means to an artist or performer that gets on a stage and people actually show up. That's a very good thing. I always swore that I would be happy playing for nobody, but it's kind of a cool bonus when people actually show up. So thank you so much, and thank you to this beautiful, beautiful venue. We were actually here back in November and December. We were playing with this group called the Canadian Tenors. I was doing some guests on their shows, and we got a taste of how beautiful this place is, and to be invited back is, yep, pretty big honor. And so we're feeling pretty lucky to be here. And we have 2 more songs, and the next song we would like to do, I'd actually like to actually pose a rhetorical question to everybody out there. If we all had one message that we could send the world, so say, I gave you a whiteboard or something to write on, and you could just hold it up and tell the world something, what would that be? And it's funny because we've asked this question to a lot of people all over the world, actually. We've actually filmed people writing their messages to the world. And, people have some really great things to say. And people have some great things to say to this planet in general. And but we have this amazing responsibility as people, because we can make or break somebody's day with a simple word, a simple phrase. And I don't know. So hopefully, we're doing our best to make people's days and elevate them and bring them up rather than, bringing them down. So I'm personally very grateful for the amazing people in my life, my wife, my family, people I work with, musicians, and, people that come out to support our shows. And maybe I don't thank them enough, but I sort of try to do it through this song. So anyway, I'm done ranting, but there's a song called Say What You Will. Well, if I were to die today, my life would be more than okay. For the time I spent with you, it's like a dream come true. And if this was a last goodbye, no more tears to dry, well, I would say it one more time. It's been more than fine. But how could I've known? And how could I've shown? So say what you will before it's too late. And say what you will. Say what you will before it's too late. And say what you will. And if you were to walk away and know you couldn't stay, just think of all the times we've had, all the good, not the bad. But how could I've known? And how could I've shown? So say what you will before it's too late. And say what you will. And say what you will before it's too late. And say what you will. And all the time that I was holding back, just trying to protect myself, well, I want you to know I loved you more than that. So say what you will before it's too late. And say what you will. Oh, say what you will before it's too late. And say what you will. Oh, say what you will before it's too late. And say what you will. would be more than okay. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Really can't thank you enough for spending your night with us. It means the world. Like I said, we're going to be hanging out back there, so if anyone wants to say hi, we'd be honored. And again, a huge thanks, and thanks for letting us celebrate tomorrow with you. Very exciting. And we'll do a song called Courage. We'll leave you with it, and I tell you what, we'll dedicate it to anybody who may or may not need a little bit of courage right now. I know we've all needed it at some point, but you know what? Scrap that. This is for everybody. Let's just do that. God bless you guys. Thank you so much again. Thank you. I'm gonna face the dark tonight. Gonna touch the starlight when I go. But if I know the feeling's right, well then I've found my place to grow. Gonna face the dark tonight. Gonna tell them I am on the rise. With love no longer out of sight, the silver linings in my I said, courage, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm a living it down again, I'm a bringing it back someday. Said, courage, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm a living it down again. Gonna need to call your friends. Here's the hoping to find you along the way. Oh yeah. I'm gonna ride alone tonight. I'm gonna slay the demons in my way. Cause now I know the feeling's right. The cause of freedom's here to stay. Alright now, I'm gonna ride alone tonight, but they will know the battle's all I've been won. Oh yeah, my faith no longer out of sight, my heart pointed to the sun. Alright. Oh, I said courage, oh, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm a living it down again, I'm a bringing it back someday. Said courage, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm a living it down again. Gonna need to call your friends. Here's to hoping to find you along the way. Yeah. Oh, and if I take it all for granted, I can throw it all away. So I wanna leave the world better when I'm gone. And I know the morning after will bring another day. So this is my revival song. It's my revival song. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I said courage, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm a living it down again. Alright. And I'm a bringing it back someday. Said courage, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm a living it down again. But I'm a bringing it back someday. Said courage, oh, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm a living it down again. I'm gonna need to call your friend. we're so hoping to find you along the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it's all right now. Oh yeah. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you.